Log 3. The Midnight Siege of 73, when truckers shut down the nation. Since we covered a legendary biker run yesterday, let's talk about a time the truckers of this country stood shoulder to shoulder and completely locked down the United States. Cast your mind back to the winter of 1973. The oil crisis hit, fuel prices went through the roof, and the government dropped a hammer on the industry by forcing a nationwide 55-mile-per-hour speed limit. For the guys hauling freight, time was money. The lower speed limit combined with soaring diesel costs meant independent drivers were literally running themselves into bankruptcy just to deliver goods. The breaking point happened on a cold night in early December. An independent trucker named J.W. Edwards, known over the CB radio as River Rat, was hauling a load down the Ohio Turnpike. He realized he was losing money by the mile. He flipped on his CB, reached out to every rig within earshot, and said he was done. He pulled his massive rig sideways, cutting off all lanes of traffic. Within minutes, other truckers realized what he was doing. Instead of getting mad, they backed him up. They dropped their gear, pulled their trucks into a massive interlocking blockade, and shut the turnpike down completely. The spark caught on like wildfire. Over the next few days, word spread across the CB airways. Truckers all over the country, from Pennsylvania to Illinois to the West Coast, began pulling over, parking their rigs across major interstates, and walking away from the keys. They formed massive siege lines miles long. The entire supply chain of the United States ground to a screeching halt. Food, building materials, and fuel couldn't move. The strike forced the president and the Congress to pull up a chair and negotiate directly with the drivers. The truckers didn't back down until they wanted major concessions, including emergency fuel surcharges and fair transport regulations. It proved once and for all that this country doesn't move unless the heavy iron moves. It showed the raw power of the brotherhood when guys who spend their lives alone on the asphalt decide to stand together. To all the haulers in here, what's the tightest spot you ever seen a crew of truckers get each other out of? Drop your stories of the highway brotherhood below. Let's ride.